Gabe's job. My job is to tell it like it is.
Big game, man. Don't let it get to you.
Gotcha.
And this is a showcase.
Showcase for what?
For you. You play well tonight and you dominate.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Well, for Milwaukee, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. Kenny, every year it seems like the standings early on look very different by season's end.
Overachieving teams often start fast, you know, and they get some effort wins. And then it kind of evens out. But, you know, talent catches up eventually.
And overconfident teams sometimes start slow. They find out they're not as good as they thought. Once you get humbled, you tend to play with a higher sense of urgency.
Great basketball philosophy from the...
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Matthew. Hey Dave. Well, David, fantastic report, thank you. Greg, you wonder if that conversation has actually made these two tighter, or if it's just kind of a Band-Aid over the existing wound.
You know, I've gotten the sense things.
For the first time, Bill, can he be the second best player on a championship team? He was asked, I guess, to be that last year, and it didn't work.
I think he can be the third best player in a championship.
Third, yes.
But I think you saw in the playoffs last year when they really needed the second kind of creator. I don't even want to say scorer, but somebody who could create a shot when your best guy is either sitting or having a bad game. He's just not quite there. He's too streaky, I think.
Terrific player.
Really good player. If he could definitely be one of the best 4 guys on the championship.
Absolutely.
But as the number 2 guy now.
Ilyasova, good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Underwood. Here's Young. And he could not get that one to go.
At the line, very low numbers.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Bulls trail by 16. Passes it to Underwood. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, we've seen Shea in more than a handful of games so far now. There's a lot to like about what he's been able to accomplish since getting the chance.
Really, you just have to wonder why the team didn't find more minutes earlier on. It's been clear with how he has come in and had an instant impact that he'll be a factor. In this league.
Here's DiVincenzo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And the basket by Hill.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Here's Underwood. No good off the back of the rim. Milwaukee leading by 16. Hill has the open look, and another basket for Milwaukee.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Well, Chicago has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Valentine passes to Underwood. Over Hill. The shot's good from Underwood. He has 6. And Bill, over a quarter of today's NBA players were born in a country other than the United States. The talent is that broad all over the globe.
And Giannis was born on another planet. We don't know what planet he was.
Otherworldly.
Wasn't Earth. I think he just got dropped from some satellite. Yeah, this all starts with.
I love it too, don't you? Don't you? I love the fact we've got players from Latvia and Greece and all over.
What's cool about it is they all kind of have distinct identities and quirks, and one of the things that makes somebody like Doncic so much fun to watch is he's not like anybody else. Like, he's close to James Harden, but he's also that step back 3 that he was taking that he's been making his whole life. Other than Harden, nobody was even really sure. Treating it that way, you know, and I think there's an unselfishness with the European guys that is really useful for the American style.
100% agree.
They really, guys move without the ball, give and go, and it's not just like clear out on us.
Yeah. Well, you know that Beats is very familiar with using top NBA talent to promote their products. Latest I've heard, they've signed on Shea to be the latest spokesman.
And Beats is tied so closely with the NBA as their official headphones partner. It just makes sense. You've seen guys like LeBron and Draymond and Harden all do Beats commercials, and in a short time, you'll add Shea to that impressive list.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
.121 left in the first. Over to the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. Valentine.
Cascade, same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Bulls trail by 13. Young passes to Underwood. Left block shot on the way. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's DiVincenzo. Satoransky covering. Tries again. And it's Chicago with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
Yeah, 2 conference rivals. I mean, they'll play each other a total of 4 times this season.
And guys, this first meeting always sort of sets the tone for how the rest of the season series will play out. The teams that know each other this well, this initial game is a big one.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. 5 seconds left here in the first quarter. And it's Young. That time on the assist from Dunn. Young's got 5.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Bucks lead by 7. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive end.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense on every possession.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Robin Lopez out there with Ilyasova. Then it's George Hill, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 2. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. And Milwaukee, as recently as 2014, Bill, they were last in the league in attendance, so nowhere to go but up.
Yeah, until they have expansion. Maybe that's the only way they could go down. Yeah, you know, when you have one of the best 6 players in the league, that usually helps your attendance.
People forget about Milwaukee back in the 70s.
I don't.
And I don't
the
either.
Celtics played them in the 74 finals. That was the first finals I ever went to.
Really?
Kareem. I was at the game with the skyhook to win in double over. Game 6, but yeah, they have a really good history. I actually really like the 80s teams that never could quite get over the hump. You know, they came very close a bunch of times.
I bet you love the Mecca. Not just looking at it on TV, how great place.
It was one of the great old arenas. They just don't make them that way anymore.
And there it is for him. He's got 20.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
And so he'll bring it up for Milwaukee.
I'm going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Dunn, right side. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Boston. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, right now for the Bulls, they're moving in the wrong direction. The good news, though, it's still early in the season. A lot of games left to be played. Plenty of time to turn things around.
Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Underwood passes to Young, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Oh,
Here's Bledsoe, up and in on the layup. Bledsoe's got 9 points. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, you know, built 3 seasons ago, passing Kareem for most triple-doubles in Bucks history.
The Bucks to get Kareem and Giannis even in a 40-year span is pretty great.
Shocking.
Giannis has a chance to be like one of the best 30 players ever.
You're impressed. You like him, don't you?
I think athletically he is unparalleled. It's really like for people I've seen in person, LeBron, Westbrook, Giannis, there's just certain guys that have a different level of athleticism that you're kind of like, these are humans, right? And he's one of those guys.
and they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the wing, Levine. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
And this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Chicago. And it's tied up with that one.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis. Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
The Bucks have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. First free throw is good.
He's just such a bulldog out there in terms of his mentality. Eric Bledsoe can get assertive, and when he does that, it raises the level of play for the entire team.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Underwood. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Chicago. On Saturday, they'll be matching up.
So it is very important that the goalkeeping knows where his glasses are.
Hey, Mom.